I'm Grace. I'm a high school student at Good Shepherd. I've been attending Good Shepherd since I was 1 year old, I think. Growing up in the church, I had a really strong faith, I'd say. I felt really close to God, and I shared that with a lot of my friends and family and people that I knew. My faith definitely became more of a challenge when I was in high school, just because of the people around me. Nobody really professed their faith as much, if they were, and most people didn't have it. So it was a lot harder to hold it. A lot of the students are very negative about religion and just very against it. Also, teachers they try to avoid it at all costs. And I think a lot of the media can definitely influence that. It influences, I see stuff all the time, and I know it influences others' opinions.
My name is Shug, and I've been a volunteer at Good Shepherd with the student ministry for several years now. I grew up in the church. My father was a deacon, and my mother was on church staff. Even as a teenager, I knew when I graduated high school, I wanted to work with teenagers when I was done.
I just felt like I was in a really bad place for a while, and I wanted to get back into everything, but I wasn't sure where my place was at this church anymore. So I went to the winter retreat, and I was really nervous about it at first because I wasn't sure how it was going to go at all.
I made a connection with Grace this year at winter retreat with the students in February. She had been struggling in her faith. She had a lot of questions. She had some places that she just wasn't sure of, and she had grown up in the church, but she had kind of taken a step back, and so she didn't really know where she was, and so she was at a very vulnerable spot. And so at winter retreat, we just connected because as a young adult, I did the same thing. So we had some moments where we made that connection. We just talked about things, and our relationship really just kind of grew from there.
There were a lot of tears shed, and it was just a great experience, like just reconnecting with my faith and with the people around me, being able to talk about everything that had happened and where I was, like in that point. It was really nice, and that's mainly what brought me back, I think. Since the retreat, Shug and I have gotten really close. I think between that experience and also every Sunday night being together, I talk to her about a lot of my problems that are going on, and I know that she really cares, and she always talks about praying for me. We've had a lot of praying together. We also, if I have a problem, I turn to her. I'm just like, hey, do you want to go get a meal or something, or can I come over and can we talk about this? She's been a great role model in my life, I'd say.
Well, it's been really cool because I've seen her go from this moment of questioning to this place of confidence, even in the short period of time that it has been. She has made a lot of really difficult decisions and taken a lot of really difficult stands, and God has rewarded her for that. And it's been really cool to kind of get a bird's eye view of the situation. It's a lot different when you're in it and you're dealing with it and you've got a lot of stuff going on, but to be able to see God using her the way that He is. She's going on a foreign mission trip this year for the first time in her life, and she's excited, and she's here volunteering with kids every week, and she's in turn making that impact on somebody else's life. And it's just really cool to see something a lot bigger than just me, because I couldn't do it. It's all God. Like, He's using me to get to her, to talk to her, and it's just really cool to see God at hand in her life.